Well, Foreign Minister Sergey Lavrov has also been clarifying Russia's stance on Syria. He's been speaking to CNN. And Emily Sue has watched the interview too for us. Good evening, Emily. What was said then?
Well, Andrew, in this interview, the Russian foreign minister, he touched on many issues. But as many would expect, the focus was on Russia's policy on Syria, how it clashes with the U.S.'s policy on Syria, and this ongoing blame game between the two countries. One of the first issues raised in the interview is the alleged bombing of civilians in the embattled city of Aleppo. Sergey Lavrov was shown the picture of the 5-year-old Syrian boy Omran, who was pulled out of the rubble and sitting on an ambulance van just staring blankly into space. Now, that image, of course, has went viral and has since become the symbol of all those suffering from the bloody conflict in Syria. Here's that exact moment when Lavrov was shown that image.
This is a little boy, he's got a name, it's called Omran Dakhni, she's 5 years old. This is not a terrorist. This is a boy who is surrounded in besieged and bombarded Aleppo. What do you say to the civilians who are simply asking for the right to not be bombed? That is a war crime, sir.
It's really a tragedy, and they must insist that the moderates who want to protect them, they must separate themselves from Nusra.
Now, on the point of the U.S. failing to fulfill its promise to separate terrorist groups from so-called moderate opposition forces, the Russian Foreign Minister Sergey Lavrov said that this raises questions on the effectiveness of the U.S.'s actions in the Middle East. Here.
Al-Qaeda was born from the American support of Mujahideens in Afghanistan. By the way, Nusra is another manifestation of Al-Qaeda according to the American list, according to the UN list. And ISIL was born after the American invasion of Iraq, as you know, I'm sure.
But sir, you don't really think that they encourage that? But anyway, let's not get into that. I need to ask
I don't want to suspect them in encouraging terrorism, but what they do as regards Nusra makes me very suspicious.
Now, of course, Lavrov was also asked to comment on the allegations that Russia is meddling with the U.S. election. Keep in mind that just on Friday, the U.S. has officially accused Russia of hacking into the Democratic National Committee servers. Unlike the rest of the interview, where the tone was quite serious, Lavrov lightened the mood. Take a listen.
There are so many p***s around your presidential campaign on both sides that I prefer not to comment about this.
Oh my goodness, I wasn't expecting that.